Today we discuss speed control of DC shunt motor. First, what is shunt motor? In a shunt motor, the field winding is connected in parallel with the armature winding. Okay, now we discuss the methods of speed control. The different methods of speed control in DC shunt motor are explained below. Number 1, flux control method. Number 2, armature control method. And number 3, voltage control method. In a voltage control method, there are two methods. One is multiple voltage control and second is Ward-Lenot system. Now the equation of DC shunt motor. Back EMF EB of a DC motor is nothing but the induced EMF in armature conductor due to rotation of the armature in magnetic field. Thus, the magnitude of EB, that means EB means back EMF, can be given by EMF equation of a DC generator. EMF equation of a DC generator equals to back EMF equation of a DC motor. Now EB equals to phi ZNP by 60A, where P equals to number of the pole, phi equals to flux per pole, N equals to speed in RPM, Z equals to number of armature conductor, and A equals to parallel path. EB can also be given equals to V minus IARA. V equals to supply voltage and IARA armature voltage drop. Thus, from the above equation, N equals to EB into 60A by phi ZP. But for a DC motor, A, P, and Z are constant. That means N varies K into EB by phi, where K equals to constant. This shows the speed of a DC motor is directly proportional to the back EMF and inversely proportional to the flux per pole. Now we discuss the flux control method. It is already explained above. The speed of a DC motor is inversely proportional to the flux per pole. Thus, by decreasing the flux, speed can be increased and vice versa. It is based on the fact that the varying the flux, the motor speed can be changed and hence named the flux control method. In this method, a variable resistance is placed in series with shunt field winding. The shunt field rheostat reduces the shunt field current ISH and hence the flux phi. Therefore, we can only raise the speed of the motor above the normal speed. Generally, this method permits to increase the speed in the ratio 3 is to 1. In shunt motor, as field current is relatively very small, ISH square R loss is small. That means field copper loss. Therefore, this method is quite efficient. True speed can be increased above the rated value by reducing flux with this method. Now see the circuit diagram of flux control method. This part is called armature and this part is called field. Field and armature are connected in parallel and one rheostat is connected in series with the field. Now we control the rheostat. We can, by control the rheostat, we can control the flux, and by flux control, we control the speed of a DC shunt motor. Now we discuss the armature control method. What is the armature control method? This method is based on the fact that by varying the voltage available across the armature, the back EMF and hence the speed of the motor can be changed. This is done by inserting a variable resistance RC in series with the armature. This RC means controller resistance. Now, now EB equals to V minus IA into RA plus RC. RC is controller resistance and RA is armature resistance. If RC is increasing, then the armature voltage drop also increasing, and supply voltage and EB is decreasing. Also, N varies EB, therefore speed also decreases. The highest speed is when RC equals to 0, that is normal speed. Hence, this method can only provide speeds below the normal speed. And this link for virtual lab. Now I open the virtual lab link, and speed control of DC motor by field resistance control. That means field flux control method. Now we simulate